Welcome back, Storm Nation, to this week's edition of Storm News. I'm Soofia Siddiqui.
And I'm Scarlett Cabral. Today is Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Storm News starts now.
Last week was a weird schedule with no school Columbus Day and ACTs for juniors and PACTs for freshmen and sophomores.
That's right. Last week's standardized testing focused mainly on the ACT, but don't worry, the SAT will get a spotlight too.
PACTs are today for sophomores and juniors, first through third period. Check your email to see where you'll be testing.
But before we get any further, let's see what's actually happening.
Today, sophomores and juniors at South Elgin High School took the PSAT. The freshmen met in the gym to talk over graduation requirements with their counselors, while the seniors met in the auditorium with representatives talking about post-secondary presentations. There are many benefits to taking both the PACT, which we took last week, and the PSAT that we just took. The score that the PSAT gives you can help determine high school classes and even college admissions. Mr. Rupp, a South Elgin High School English teacher, has more on why PSATs are important.
I believe we take pre-SATs to help you when you actually take the ACT, which is really important because it can open up a lot of doors to a lot of different people. I think even students who aren't interested in maybe going to college, it's always good to keep your options open. So by doing well in the ACT, that gives you those opportunities. And the best way to really do well on it, I think, is to practice it.
PSATs are important tests for students to take. They can help find possible scholarships, which would help for college. Make sure you check back on College Board in mid-November for your scores. For Storm News, I'm Abby Wolf.
Thanks for that, Abby.
Now, after you get out of those classrooms, we recommend you get some fresh air.
I've been loving the fall weather lately.
Agreed. Perfect for the football game, if I do say so myself.
Oh yes, I can't wait for this Friday. It's our last game.
That wasn't our only special game, though. We just had our iconic rivalry against Barnouby High School.
Let's head over to Simran for more.
It has been a busy past few weeks for Storm football. This past Friday, the Storm faced against Elgin High School. Gavin Mueller broke a school record with 6 touchdowns in one game, 5 of them being just in the first half. The team also celebrated all their seniors that night, and the 64-21 win crowned as conference champions. 2 weeks ago, the Storm had their rivalry game against Bartlett and won 55-19. The historic rivalry drew large crowds from both schools. At the end of the night, South Elgin took home the rivalry belt back to where it belongs. Holding a current winning streak of 6 games straight, the Storm's win against Bartlett made the team playoff eligible. On October 25th, we will find out who the Storm will face in Round 1 of the 2025 IHSA football playoffs. We wish the Storm good luck as they finish out the season and begin their playoff run. For now, be sure to show up and support them for their last regular season game this Friday at East Aurora High School. For Storm News, this is Simran Wallace.
That's all for our school's football, but Carena has more updates on the rest of our sport world.
Thanks, Scarlett. Right now, hockey season has just begun. The Blackhawks are having a strong start to this season with a good offense this year. Basketball preseason has started school-wide, and swim team season is wrapping up as winter sports kick into gear. This Friday is our last football game against East Aurora before playoffs. That's all we have for now. Back to you guys.
Sounds like a great week.
Now, if sports aren't your thing and academics aren't either, don't worry.
South Elgin High School has so many great artistic and creative opportunities, some taking place in our very own auditorium.
October 23rd through 25th, students will be performing this year's fall play, A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Stop in for an amazing show and to support your classmates.
Lauren has more on this fall show.
A Midsummer Night's Dream is our current play at South Elgin High School, and the shows are this week. The play is an adaptation of a William Shakespeare play about a duke's wedding. There are multiple storylines that happen at the same time, but ultimately revolve around the duke's wedding. It's a wild play with magic, love, and more. Here is Jess Smith, the director of the play, with more.
So Midsummer Night's Dream is a play by William Shakespeare. I feel like a lot of people have heard of it before and maybe actually know some of the references from it, but don't realize that it's from Midsummer Night's Dream.
Get ready for an amazing show. A Midsummer Night's Dream hits the stage Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m.
It's a wild play, and I think we often think of Shakespeare as like really stuffy, but it's very funny, it's crazy, it's just a silly, silly show.
It will be an unforgettable show you won't want to miss. Make sure you get your tickets now. They are $10. We hope to see you there. I'm Lauren Petzold with Storm News.
Unfortunately, that's all we have for today.
But before we go, we have a few reminders.
Make sure to keep your IDs with you at all times and keep your parking tags visible.
Until next week, we're your hosts, Soofia Siddiqui
And Scarlett Cabral.
Have a great day, Storm Nation.